Well, as you can see, Sleepy 6 has been sitting a while. A lot longer than I wished, but life happens. So, the very echoey room that I'm in right now is the new headquarters for the Average Garage. So, a lot has happened. We've put in a lot of hard work. We've made a lot of sacrifices. But yeah, this is the new place. This is the new home for the Average Garage. So it's not huge, but it's enough. Plenty of crap here already. Full mezzanine, ready to be pretty much modified and put up. Quite a tall place. Anyways, I just thought I'd obviously introduce you guys to this because this has been the last 3 years in the making. And yeah, have a bit of a chat about this dusty old girl. Very dusty. But this should get rid of a lot of the echo. So I want to have a bit of a chat about Sleepy 6 and what's happening, why it is where it is. Get rid of that echo. Yeah, so unfortunately it's been parked up and it's been quite a while, a lot longer than I wished for, but these things happen. It's been pretty devo not being able to drive it recently. So the OG fans would remember that I've rebuilt the motor in this about 2 or 3 times, and it's had issues ever since. It's like there's no sugarcoating it, there's no bullshit, it's just had issues. Not real bad ones, but yeah. If anybody remembers back to some videos where I'd have this thing on the 3K limiter, the neutral limiter, and it crackles and pops and it sounds fucking amazing. It sounds good, but it's shithouse. It's actually because it's got the wrong cams in it. So when I was building the motor and it destroyed the new FG cams that I bought, I did a shit ton of research and I really tried to, like, I did as much research as I physically could. I spoke to several people and everybody's like, no, the cams are all the same, whatever. I put B series cams in this and it turns out they're actually a different cut and grind. So yeah, I've had nothing but sort of, I don't know, hesitation to drive it because obviously the wrong cams, the tune doesn't suit these cams. It's not tuned, but it's the factory FG tune and it doesn't suit the B series cams because they're completely different. So at the time when I did all the research, everything suggested they were the same. Turns out they're definitely not. New research has shown that they're also not the same. So I'm really hoping I haven't damaged the engine, which is, there's a complete possibility that I have damaged the engine, but I'm really fingers crossed that I haven't because I don't want to rebuild it again. And that will definitely put this thing on the back burner for a lot longer. The Beetle's been my daily for the last 6 months as far as getting to work and back, which now it is almost going to be retired. It will be also put on the back burner, so it's going to be put on historic rego or classic rego or restricted use, whatever you want to call it. But I do have some crazy plans for that thing that I want to bring to life. It's very cheap, it's all budget stuff, but I do have some crazy ideas for it. But it just depends on budget and time really, as far as what happens. A lot's changed recently in life. Like I said, this place has been 3 years in the making. However, yeah, it's sort of bittersweet. It's a really awesome thing, but there's been a lot of headaches along the way, and there's at least another 3 months getting this place up to scratch. Anyways, I digress. Back to the Sleepy 6. Yeah, the OG people would know that when I built this motor, I've built it 2 or 3 times. One of the biggest issues is the cams are wrong, right? The cams are out of B series, so it's not matched to the tune, all that sort of stuff. But also the head has leaked oil ever since I got it done. So the old FG cam, or the brand new FG cams and the freshly reconditioned FG head destroyed each other. They were totaled. So I got another head, had it reconditioned, and the machinist pulled it all out, cleaned everything, pulled all the core plugs, made sure everything was Mickey Mouse clean. But ever since I've got it back from him and installed it, it's always had an oil leak, and it's from the oil gallery that comes out the back of the head. When approached, he said he wasn't sure if he welded it up or core plugged it. Doesn't matter which it is, I don't really care as long as it works. but at the moment it's leaking. So I've got to pull the head off, which is a good excuse to replace the cams as well. So that's all going to happen. And then once the head work is done, then I can put a new fuel system in it, being a surge tank and probably a Bosch 200 external pump. And once I've got that sorted, then I can send it for a tune, and it can finally be properly tuned, and then I'll be able to drive it without too much worry. So even once I replace the cams, I'll be able to drive it without too much worry. Like, then it's all FG turbo stuff again. So I'm really excited for that. And I've got to kick my ass to get it going. So it's been sitting here for the last 3 to 6 months, just getting dusty. So yeah, as of tomorrow, being the 1st of January, it is heading out of the shed, let's call it, and it's going to see some life and some action. So we're going to strip it down, rip the head off it, dive straight back into it, and hopefully make it do what it's supposed to do, and it will still make choo-choo noises for a very long time. A lot else has happened as far as job change, life, all that sort of stuff. Nothing drastically bad has happened, but yeah, still battling all sorts of stupid health things, which typical for me. But yeah, changed a job as well. That was a very big leap in a direction. Right or wrong is yet to be seen, but it was a direction for sure. So that's been a lot to do as well. So a lot of things have changed. Anyways, let's check the battery charger on this thing, because I need to start it tomorrow. And I dare say the battery's probably flat. I was very disappointed because I put my stereo on, my very, very nice, well-tuned, beautiful stereo system. And I was like, this sounds like garbage, and I've lost all the tuning. But Craig at Old School Car Audio, still an absolute legend. He's like, hey, just bring it round, we'll tune it up. But I can't bring it round because I can't friggin' drive it. So, another thing. Also, it's got to go back for touch-up for the ceramic coating, all that sort of stuff. And I did record a big segment about the paint on this car. Pretty much, yeah, I'm not happy with the paint job. I love the color is absolutely amazing, but the job leaves a lot to be desired, and you'll see exactly why that is. It's getting warm in the car. All right. Also, casting couch. If you know, you know. Right, so why is the paint job absolutely terrible on this car? Let me show you. There's a few things. First of all, when I got it back, it was full of defects, like little bits under the paint, all that sort of stuff. The painter was always like, yeah, we'll bring it back over time, you know, we'll get it back to glass and it'll be a real show car and all this sort of stuff. Never happened, and it never will. So just for example, there's all crap under the paint. Just see it in that light there. Now, that's not too bad, but that's all over the car, like everywhere. Yes, the molded bonnet vents are awesome. They haven't cracked or anything yet, touch wood. But look at this. Look at the wrinkles in that paint. Now, not only that, there is a run in the door that is actually under the paint, or the clear. You can just see where the front wheel of the Beetle is there, that run. Now that run is in the base coat. Then the base coat was cleared over, and then it was cut out, so you will always have that run no matter how much you flat sand it, which is pretty piss poor. And it's all little things like this that have pissed me off to the point where I've gone public about this stuff. The guy's no longer in business, so that's a given. But like stuff like this as well. Look at the door seals. Instead of removing them properly or even, you know, carefully doing it, they've just ripped them down and it's folded them all out of shape. None of them seat on the door anymore. It's pretty piss poor. Paint's chipping. You can see the last paint job it had, the door handle wasn't even taken off. So it's actually not that great. Yeah, the quarter panel was also left completely loose, so it moved. And when I've opened the door one day, the plastic / rubber has eaten into the guard. The door ate the guard, which took some paint off, chewed up the rubber or the plastic or whatever. That was a bit of a bummer. The indicator surrounds I need to paint myself because yeah, I'm going to do everything myself now. Yeah, there's just little bits that have been missed from separate people and all sorts of stuff, but there's just a few points on the car that are just a real big letdown, and it's actually really disappointing. But look at the state of dust that it's got now. Horrible. So she needs a wash, but yeah, I'm going to charge the battery and then I'm going to go pick it up tomorrow, or I'll come back and pick it up tomorrow and take it home. Then I can start the tear down process and get the head off, get that back to the machinist. Then we can run it back to the stereo guy, Craig, as you all know if you've been watching. He can sort the stereo out and do his magic, and he is honestly a wizard. And then it's going to go back to Paul for some more detailing, because there was a few bits that were missed, which, you know, shit happens, but I'd prefer if I didn't have to make the trip, but I don't care if I do, because he's happy to sort it out. So that's where we're up to with the Falcon. Apologies for this episode being long and rambling, but it's just a bit of a life update and a channel update, I suppose. I do plan on getting back into it in 2024. I've said that for the last like 3 years, that it's going to come back bigger and better. And this whole unit here was supposed to be the bigger and better, but life happens, and a lot of unforeseen things have happened. We had heaps of delays getting the unit built. We've had just, delay, all sorts of delays, and then money issues as far as a broker that completely dropped the ball, and we almost lost all of this. This is only half of it. This is my half. The other half has her side. But yeah, this is only half of it, and we almost were 3 years down because of the broker absolutely dicking us around. But yeah, a friend of mine gave me mezzanine. Can't thank him enough. That was awesome. Now I've just got to modify it and fit it all. And the Beetle. So the Beetle's going to have some work done to it. There's sirens everywhere because the fires have been rampant lately with the weather. And yeah, they came a bit close to comfort the other week. But all I'm going to give away on the Beetle is the work that I have to do to this now. There's some stuff on the inside in here that's going to happen, and there's some stuff behind that which may make that go bye-bye that's going to happen, which is all to be seen. But yeah, that's going to be fun. But anyways, that'll get parked up shortly. I do love driving this thing. It gets so much attention every time we take it out. So hopefully that might clear a few things up, and yeah, hopefully in 2024 we'll be able to see you all again, and we're going to kick 2024's ass, hopefully. New job, new everything, so see how we go. Anyways, I appreciate everybody who's watching and who has watched, and who's stuck by the channel for this time, because I really appreciate all the comments and everything like that. Also, congrats again, Mark, for hitting 10K subs, Perth Forward Drive and Camping. Go check it out. He has an awesome channel with regular content. I wish my content was that regular, but not anymore. Maybe 2024 might get back into it, as far as regular posting and stuff like that. Anyways, if there's any suggestions you guys have for these two cars, you let me know in the comments. What you want to see more of and what you want to see less of, and who you want to kick in the head, because there's definitely a few people that I want to, but yeah, apparently it's frowned upon. Anyways, we'll see you all in the next episode, whenever that may be, in 2024 though. See you all. Cheers guys, and as always, peace out.